Hi everyone, my name is Nadir. I'm the Managing Director of S20 Architects. We are here with Andrew today. Thank you so much for having us. I've got some questions for you, if
Sure.
you don't mind. What was your scope of work?
Converting a 3-bed to a 4-bed, so with a rear kitchen extension, demolishing a garage and utility room and rebuilding it over 2 stories.
Right. Okay. How did you first hear about S20 Architects?
You guys were just working one street across and I saw your billboard out on the street.
What made you feel confident enough to move forward with us?
Well, all the houses in this area are all the same, so I think that was the first thing. Was like, these guys know what they're dealing with. They've done someone around the corner, so hopefully not too many surprises.
I see.
That's a good start.
Good. Well, thanks for trusting us on this. Did you have any hesitations at the start, budgeting, planning, and just the scale of the work?
So I was quite conscious that I wanted a lot of it to be done during the summer, and starting around Christmas, just even thinking about the project, that did feel a bit rushed.
Right.
But that's my fault. That's nothing to do with you guys. It was just the whole kind of coming up with all the ideas that you want to implement in a shortish time scale was a little bit stressful. But after that, it's fine. You get into this.
Let's move on to the design and planning experience, shall we? Mm-hmm. How was the process for you? Was it easy to understand the planning stages, technical drawings, and structural engineers' inputs?
Yeah, the planning stages were absolutely fine. I can't say I gave that much attention to the structural drawings because they don't mean anything to me.
Of course.
But all of the plans, designs, they were really easy to understand. The renders and things really help you kind of visualize it rather than just a 2D plan. So that was helpful, yeah, definitely.
Sure. Thank you. Did the tender pack help you to make decisions earlier on the stage before you commencing the construction, or do you prefer deciding the things during the construction?
So glad that we got everything sorted beforehand, because I think it would have been an absolute nightmare trying to make adjustments on the go before anything starts, because you have so much to think about right at the beginning, but this takes so much of the pressure off later when you don't have like a rolling timetable of things you have to decide. So I'm so glad we did that.
So it gave you enough time to rest and not to think about more.
Yeah, it kind of compresses all your decisions to the beginning, which I guess is bad in one respect, but then once they're done, you don't have to think about them again. And yeah, I think that's so much less stress over the whole period of time.
Project management and execution side. How did you find the project management side, ordering materials, managing the site and evaluations of the construction?
Yeah, really good to have the weekly, because when I wasn't here over the winter, It was really nice to have the uploads for the progress reports. You can see what's going on in your absence, so that's good. Although obviously maybe for me it wasn't so much of an issue the rest of the time because I was living on site, so I was seeing day-to-day progress. It wasn't like I was having to use the uploads to see what was going on.
Were there any unexpected challenges, and how did we help you to navigate that?
I mean, you tell me. You had to deal with them more than me.
I think apart from the Thames water application, the drain, where the big drain needed to be replaced,
the gable on the front,
that's
under
correct.
the window.
That's correct. Yes.
Yeah. But you know.
Yeah, I see. Can you tell us a bit more? How the utility area help with your home organization? Is it truly functional for you?
To kind of compartmentalize off all the mess into one area, because I have a messy job, and it's good to sort of have the garage and the utility room as like the zone you can keep that combined to, because now that the whole rest of the house is so nice, you kind of don't want your work to spill over into any of those areas. So that's a nice little zone, and it's completely, you can seal it off, and it doesn't really impinge on the rest of the house. So I think it was a good idea.
Okay. I'm guessing your guests, your neighbors has already come and see the house already. What was their reaction? What was their first impression?
So before there was some quite strange decoration in here, and now everyone is so surprised with how plain it is. Everything's painted white. It's there's no bright colours anymore, not yet anyway. But so it's all looking nice and clean, and there was lots of changes of elevation all over the place. So now it's nice and flat.
Floor levels.
Yeah, all different changes between rooms, and now it's all one thing. So that's really nice, and it's just brought a lot more order. Everyone's loving the kitchen, getting lots of compliments about the kitchen. So I mean, this room's a lot bigger than it was before.
Definitely.
Before it was lots of small little compartment rooms, and you never really got an idea of any sense of space. So now it's the complete opposite. I think that's what most people notice first of all, is the brightness and the space.
How would you describe Studio 20 Architects when sharing this experience with others?
It's my first time.
You can be honest.
No, but it's my first time doing any kind of architectural, any kind of project of this, of any size. All the kind of all the pre-build visualizations and things, they were really useful, because the first time you do these things, you don't really know what you're doing.
It's also hard to see on the 2D
and you're kind of
designs.
feeling your way. We did so many different drafts of different plans and things, and I think you end up with something good, but you kind of need what you think is good. I submit to you, you come back and say something, have you considered this? Have you considered this? And it kind of...
It's like a back and forth.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a tennis match.
Yeah.
but you get there in the end. But obviously you've done this a lot, and I know what I want. And between the two, you kind of get there in the end.
Was there any moment during the build where you thought, yes, this is exactly what I wanted?
Yes, but right at the end.
Yeah.
That's the problem with doing changing every single room. There's not really any point until right at the end where you can kind of visualize it.
Yeah.
Especially when the kitchen units started arriving, and you get an idea of how the space is going to get filled up. That's kind of when you know. So, if
you were to do another project, would you do it differently or the same?
I definitely wouldn't suggest living on site in the winter.
That's one of the difficult parts.
Yeah, it does save money, but I'm not sure I'd do that again. I do wonder if maybe it was a mistake not to do the loft, but that's extra money, it's extra time. There's plenty of space now, but. No, I don't think there's many things I'd have done differently. Maybe allow a little bit of extra time at the beginning for the planning. You could take 2 years to plan your dream home, right, and then present plans and just say, I want this. Whereas I did it the other way, which was make it up as I go along, which is a little bit more stressful, but at the same time, it's quite efficient time-wise. So.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your journey and your thoughts.
No problem.
It's been a pleasure to hear your thoughts.
Thank you
so much. Thanks.